The Suns just got revenge on the Pistons, and it was in big part thanks to the newest member of the team, Nick Richards, everyone. My goodness. Hit that like for us, guys, please, and tell us in the comments what you thought of Nick Richards' first performance as a Phoenix Sun. 21 points and 11 rebounds, 4 of which were much needed offensive rebounds. He had a steal and an assist, but was notably the highest plus minus on the team with a plus 22. He also chipped in 7 for 9 from the free throw line for a team that doesn't really get to the rim a lot, doesn't really draw a lot of fouls and get a lot of free points like that. Sundo, I could not have imagined Nick Richards' first game going this well with the Suns. Should I be holding back my excitement, or did the Suns actually really just fix their center problems? Because that's how it feels.
Man, Gabe, I tell you what, this debut from Nick Richards went about as well as you could have hoped, even better than you could have hoped, right? I was willing to take an 8-rebound, 9-point game as long as he had a presence inside, and that was it. You know, as long as he looked better than Plumlee on 10 minutes. I didn't expect him to play 30, you know what I mean? But I expected him to get some sort of minutes there. As long as he gave us something like that, I would have been fine. But not 21 points and 11 rebounds in 30 minutes. I did not expect that at all. And so the debut went about as well and better than I could have hoped. Now, I do want to pump the brakes back. We did go over in our stream on his inconsistency with the Hornets, but I did say in that stream that, hey, that was a different offense, different culture. He wasn't playing the 30 minutes a game. He was only playing, 10 minutes a game with the Hornets. And as long as he gets 10 and 10 with us playing 30 minutes, I'll take it. That's all I really need. If he becomes a double-double machine, 10 and 10, 10 and 15 around there, I'd say it's a successful trade for sure. And I'd say it's more than we could want. And I think he's capable of doing it. And I hope that's what we get.
I think we're both just a little weary here. We don't want to get ahead of our skis because we've done that time and time again with other players, Bradley Beal. And we don't want to get too excited over the first good performance because, hey, what if he comes back down to earth? But that was a solid Detroit team that's already beat us once. They were tough all game. They fouled all game. He was the perfect antidote to that because he was big enough and tough enough. I mean, you saw Plumlee getting pushed around. You saw Oso getting pushed around. Richards had 29 minutes compared to 13 from Mason Plumlee and only 5 from Oso. Coming into this game, they said he was not going to start, and the belief was widely that they're going to bring him off of the bench for the first couple of games to get him acclimated to the team. He doesn't know the playbook. He doesn't know the plays. He hasn't played with these guys yet, but first game out, he played as many as Grayson Allen, 30 points. I think he's absolutely going to be the starter. I think you should start him next game. He had that kind of an outsized performance where you don't even need to wait any longer. I don't think you need another game of Plumlee starting over him, and I would love to move Plumlee to the 3rd string center right in front of Nurkic at 4th, but that's not the point. The point is, I believe because Nick Richards will be a starter and he won't be playing behind someone that's technically better than him in Mark Williams, I think you're going to get that, Sundo. You're going to get that almost averaging a double-double, but in a way that's better than the way Nurk did it, because Nurk would be falling all over the floor, jacking up some threes that he's hitting a poor percentage of. Nick Richards is fast. That's completely different. He can jump high. That's completely different. And he reminded me of the good part of DeAndre Ayton, that ability to be a 7-footer that runs the floor.
Yeah, you said that you don't want to wait or that we shouldn't wait to get him in the starting lineup, but that's more than likely we're going to see Plumlee starting again. So we're just going to have to just get over that real quick and realize that's probably what's going to happen. Now, when they said that he was coming off the bench, I imagine that Richards' minutes and Plumlee's minutes would have been flipped. But that was definitely not the case this game. And I think that Nick Richards played his way into that decision. I think they saw the difference on the court. I think they saw a guy that could run the court, as you mentioned. There were a lot of plays on fast break where Richards was right there with Booker. And I was impressed because we have not seen that with Plumlee or Oso or Nurk. So I think they saw that. I think they saw the physicality. I think they saw the athleticism. I think they saw the rebounding, more importantly. And they said, we got to have this guy on the court. And that's where those 30 minutes came in. And so, yeah, he may not start, but I could see another repeat of minutes distribution as this game again until he does start. I think he starts for his home game against Washington. That's just my guess. We'll see. But man, I mean, just seeing him on the court, the athleticism again, the physicality, it was just a completely different machine than what you've seen from Nurkic and Plumlee. And it's exactly what was needed. A shot in the arm that I feel like this team needed. I think you could sense Booker and KD's the respect for him in that sense. You could sense that, I don't want to say relief, but there was a bit of trust there, more so than you would see with Plumlee or Nurk. And so, God willing, hopefully this continues and he's consistent and we have found our big for the foreseeable future.